So, all right, let's start. I've got a red pen. I've got a bunch of colored pens for plotting uh lines and things like that because you can just use plain black. Once you have all the forms overlapping, it starts to look really crazy. So we're just going to use this to keep better track, and I've got more colors if I feel like I need them. So we want a lot less convergence, like maybe just the minimal amount. That way there's still, there's still boxes in space, but this way this will help keep them more on the same plane. Right? The same axis? No, not main axis. But, like the same general area in space. Making sure this matches this one. Pretty close. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. That's okay. Those aren't very wide cylinders. Okay. I haven't done very many. I'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's okay. That's too much. Okay, let me Oh, sorry. I was whispering to myself in a sort of like internal freaking out, but also trying not to be externally freaking out. I'm okay. Yours look better than my attempt so far towards the 250. Yeah. Well, I did finish the 250 box challenge. It didn't really get turned into anything apart from like a bunch of pen reviews up to a certain point. Um, yeah, it's my boxes are better than when I started. But I can feel as I make them when I'm doing it wrong, and it's so that's something I just away from that is the ability to sense bad boxes. It's basically the worst gift you can get by being bitten by a radioactive box. I wanted to be Spider-Man. And right now I'm trying to make my boxes not have like too much dramatic foreshortening. So that's why we whipped out the blue pen. Because the red dots are all wrong. Like that. Let's try on this. So these boxes don't have to actually be all that great. Because we're more concerned with the overlapping intersection. So, but I still don't want to make them too dramatic. Gave your cat a bath? Is that like quarantine boredom or an actual necessary part of your cat's um, enrichment? All right, let's see what happens if we've changed that a bit. Oh, the volume for my microphone? Yeah, we tried to install this NVIDIA driver thing in the hopes that it would make it better. So, I mean, we tested it just before we started and it did sound better. So I'm going to imagine that it worked. This is probably the best I'm going to be able to get, so we're going to work with that. It, I think, is supposed to also block out sound that isn't coming specifically from me, which hopefully is working because there's construction like right outside our window, which is closed. But yeah, the noise still leaks through, so hopefully it's not being picked up by the microphone because it's literal jackhammers outside. Oh, that's good. I don't think it's going on specifically right now, but it was right before I started streaming. Trying to eat my fruit and just listening to a racket. What if it's also right here? What if it's just right there? What if that's the actual place that it should be? It's right there. Yeah, maybe it's right there. I don't like when they line up like that, but oh well. I was trying to make these more rectangular, but it didn't really work. Hey, Lyra. Oh, look, there's actual people here talking to me. It's not just me silently sitting at my desk, toiling away. Just so Urshad can turn me into a TA.
Mommy, make me stop hemorrhaging money.
Make you dinner. Oh, now he just wants everything. Which one? I have so many. Oh yeah, this one. This one's fun. I like this one. I got all of these at the thrift store. Like I found this one on my right hand online. You can still buy it, but it doesn't come with the blue anymore. It comes with a black one. Yeah, we're gonna go punch people in the faces with my sick rings. I mean, I like the aesthetic of being some sort of dark sorceress witch type thing, or like a swamp witch. Those are pretty much two aesthetics. I don't I don't don't buy into any of the stuff behind it. Like I'm not gonna burn sage in my apartment or anything like that because Urshad would freak out. Shit. Oh, my sister has three cats and she thinks she's haunted, so maybe the cats are a requirement. Maybe once I get a cat, I'll start having those sorts of inclinations. Although I probably will start TAing soon. That's gonna be fun for me. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try and draw better cylinders, but I haven't really gotten to that part of the I haven't gotten to that part of the lessons yet, so I'm okay with them not being awesome right now. I'm out of practice. That's okay. These are not going to be good cylinders. One of my sister's cats used to actually be my cat, but I moved to Canada, so he couldn't exactly come with me. So now he lives with her, and he's very old and basically retired to Florida. And he has a gluten allergy. And he frequently likes to come down with a case of anemia, so he gets to balance his allergy with his dietary needs, and he's just old. But he's a very good cat. And hopefully, when we move, we can get a cat. Unless we stay in quarantine forever, then we might get a dog instead. I mean, if you're always home, it's not so bad. At least I can make good lines. Yeah, I think that's about right. I'm going to grab water and a Tylenol real quick. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. More shapes. Or forms. Or forms made up of shapes. Don't let the boss catch you using the word shape. He's right in front of me. He can't do anything about it. I'll push him out onto the balcony. Hmm. Uh, I don't know. You should do it anyways. You should draw through your ellipses anyways. I guess if they were super tiny, it wouldn't matter. I don't know. Hold on a second. Hey, Urshed. Urshed? He's busy. If they're like a centimeter, then probably not, because if they're like that big, you're going to be using, I imagine, your wrist anyways. But don't take my word for it. I could just be wrong. Yeah, I haven't really gotten to that part, so I don't know what the thought is. He's technically at work right now. He's been watching this weird YouTube channel lately, and I've been sucked into it now. Offline TV. Okay, so we have fewer forms this time than last time, but the overlaps are larger, and we'll see how that affects my brain and self-esteem and um, existential crises. Are they like podcasts, or are you just constantly listening to lessons? Oh, that's cool. I am trying to get back into listening to my audiobooks because I have like 10 that I need to read and I just keep getting more. At this point, I'm becoming a like digital dragon with my hoard. Um, I think my sister has watched a lot of FCD videos. I think she seems to like them. I might look into that one day, but I don't really know a lot about that stuff. I'm looking at the form intersection homework instructions again, just to try and figure this out. Oh, this is already in my head. Okay, it's fine. I can just stare into the abyss and make sure that I don't blink. It'll be fine. I think the thing I might work towards is a bit of studying graphic design, just a little bit, or whatever is in the realm of emblems and making cool t-shirts so I can have more clothes to wear. Oh, I might have done that wrong. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going. It's fine. I don't know. I don't know. The fortunate thing about the world that we operate in today with global markets and drop shipping, the fortunate thing is you don't need an incredible amount of business sense to just start a business. You can just kind of, you know, take a skill that you have and just somehow, with enough research, just convert it into a source of income. It might not be a huge one. I took my very limited drawing skills more than 7 years ago at this point, and for a few years I ran a small business by myself, making designs for pinback buttons and producing pinback buttons for other people with their designs. And I didn't have a lot of drawing skill, but I did make money. Also, not a lot of money, but I did do it. Um, Things like art prints and stickers and T-shirts and certain types of apparel. They're very easy to produce by yourself with almost no capital to start with, because you can just go to a drop shipper like Printful or Art of Wear or Redbubble or Society6, and you can just put your stuff up there. And it doesn't really cost you anything except for time initially. The hard part there is marketing what you do have produced to other people and convincing them to buy it. And that's honestly harder than just having merchandise available. I think that's it. I think that's the best I can do with the brain that I have. Yeah. Um, but yeah, going back to the thing I said before, is now I have more drawing skills, and so now I'm looking at converting just that into making a sort of dropship business, because I sold the last business that I had, uh, which might technically make me successful, but yeah, I sold that. And so now I have Ogma, the webcomic that I write for, and we want to expand and have it make more money so we can be more comfortable and have more time to invest in it. And so making products is the easiest way to go about that. But it kind of also feels weird to make products right now with the way everything is and go, hey, I know everything's wacky, but do you think you could pay $40 for a t-shirt? So we're kind of dealing with that. And warehouse jobs are awful. You should avoid them if you can. Not everybody can, but you should avoid them. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna try and add more different types of shapes tomorrow because these cylinders are really kicking my ass. So You can just hold your horses. Yeah, I know they're not very good. Difficult. But yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow and then Tuesday.